Hey, all my gig workers, independent contractors, 1099 employees, and side hustlers, where you at? Put your hands up. This video is just for you. Why? Because I want to give you all of the things that you can write off on your taxes so that you can make sure that you are keeping more money in your pocket than you are giving Uncle Sam. Keep watching. Okay, guys, so you decided to get you a side hustle or to work for Uber, Lyft, drive for Amazon, deliver for Shipt, pick up whatever it is, work for somebody under that's giving you payments at a 1099 or whatever you're doing that is not getting a W-2, which is if you're an employee for an employer like that, with taxes taken out and all of those things. If that's you, then this video is for you. I'm Chantrell, and thanks for joining me at the Financial Spotlight, where I give you financial tips and tricks that are going to help you on your road to know your money. And today, I want to share with you a couple of tax write-offs or tax deductions that you can take on your taxes in this upcoming season if you have been doing 1099 jobs this year. So first and foremost, we want to talk about you possibly taking the home office deduction. Now, this is only going to be for those independent contractors, kind of like me, that work for companies like Apen, or if you do some transcription, or if you do Amazon Mechanical Turk, things like that, or even if you're doing the one where you do scoring for the schools and or even Pearson's. Well, if you do that, you are basically using a portion of your home to do the work, right? So you have your computer, you have your cell phone, you have all of the things that come with your computer, and then you're using your internet, and you're in a section of your home using it. So you have the right to do the home office deduction. Now, to take this deduction, you need to make sure that you're writing down everything and keeping track of everything that you spend. Your monthly internet that you have to pay for to keep things running so that you can do those jobs, right? Your cell phone, you might have to take jobs on the cell phone, or you might have to turn in information to the company through your cell phone. Make sure you keep a track of that. And then as far as the home office concerned, did you buy a desk so that you can put your computer on it? Did you buy a computer so that you can work on the computer for that job? Then guess what? All of those things are a write-off. And then you're going to take off the home office deduction, which is a percentage of your home that you're using to go ahead and do that work. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, make sure you download my tax deduction worksheet. It is free. It's actually a list plus an information guide to guide you all the way through every tax deduction that you need. Now, the second one is mileage. This applies to people that are driving. So if you're driving for Uber, Lyft, and any of those type of things, or even if you're making deliveries for other companies, or if you're taking products or items to the post office and you're making sure that you're shipping those off, these are things that this is what you can write off on your taxes, the mileage. Make sure that you keep track of your mileage. I have a mileage tracker that you can help keep track of your mileage. That's also down in the description box. But seriously, you have to write down your mileage that you did on that particular day, the date, the time, and then you can say, okay, start mileage and then end mileage. That way that you'll have a good calendar or a good list of all of the mileage that you've driven for the entire year. Next, you're going to write off supplies. Supplies could be pens, paper that you use. Say you're driving for Uber and you buy tissue for the car for your clients, or if you buy different things to keep in the car that you help the passenger feel comfortable, well, you need to go ahead and write those things off. Those are supplies. You will also write off your insurance. Liability insurance is very important, especially when you're a 1099 contractor or if you're driving any of those vehicles that I'm talking about. You need to have liability insurance. And yes, it is tax deductible. Next, you need to write off a license or taxes. So, license that you pay or property taxes that you pay on your vehicle, or for license that you have to buy or get to do the job that you're doing, you need to write those off. Make sure that you keep a printout of what you have paid for and that you show how much that was. Also, let's go to legal and professional fees. Now, you might not need legal fees or whatever, but the professional ones are for to pay someone like me, an accountant or a tax preparer. That is tax deductible. So make sure you keep track of that, of how much you pay your tax accountant or your tax professional. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is maintenance and repairs. Now, this is kind of tricky because if you're going to take maintenance and repairs on your automobile, then you're not going to be able to take that mileage, so it's interchangeable. Say you had to get a full overhaul of your vehicle. Well, go ahead and write that off as opposed to writing off the mileage because you're going to get more in a tax deduction. Are you still trying to figure out exactly what you need to write off on your taxes? Well, don't fret, because I have a free, yes, I said a free tax deduction list, plus a guide to guide you through and tell you every single deduction and exactly why and how you write it off on your taxes. Go ahead and download that today. Link is down below in the description box. You'll thank me later. So hopefully this video has helped you. Go ahead and share this with your friends and family that may also be gig workers or 1099 employees. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you as a part of our family. Thanks for joining me. Have a good one. Bye.